Hello, everyone. This is Breezy coming back at you with some more Katayna. So, today's build is going to be focused on this little area here. And, I've built this and it looks pretty good, but I'm going to be honest, there's just not enough pools compared to the actual lava hot springs. I mean, there's a lot of different pool assets in the actual town. So we're going to first expand on this side of town. We're going to create a big public swimming pool, include some pool assets from the workshop, and just generally have a lot of fun engaging in construction today. So I'm excited. It will be good. So to start off with, I am going to remove this church. So, in the actual lava hot springs, the road comes down, and it comes down into town and almost immediately hits this large swimming pool that you can see. So we're going to put a swimming pool right here in this area. First off, I'm going to prepare the ground. It looks like it's pretty well done already, but we're just going to use the leveling tool, and we're just going to push this out just ever so slightly, and then we're going to use the slope. We'll do right here and just kind of smooth out those edges a little bit, and then we'll use soften to finish smoothing that section of the hillside out so it looks smooth. There we go. So I'm thinking what we're going to do is we're going to kind of piece together a custom kind of pool asset here. So we're going to start with some pool assets. So we have this pool, we have these pools. Let's see how they look when they're actually placed. Ooh, that's lovely. And all that algae growing out of it. Let's see, does that change when the surface painter is used? Yes, it does. Okay, so we'll have to create kind of a concrete kind of pad for if we're going to use that asset. Let's see. Let's see here. That apparently didn't even get downloaded. Okay, so this one didn't work out. I don't like that one, but let's see that. This one must be placed in a park area or roadside. It does look to be about the same size as the largest pool in that facility, so maybe we'll have to, I don't know, maybe we'll have to make this a whole park area. And then we've got this. So we'll probably piece together some of these assets to make just an interesting little pool. And we'll see if there's any additional assets. Okay, so city pool. Oh, I'm liking the look of this one. Okay. Oh, there's a city pool complete. Okay, that's perfect. About the size that I'm looking for, but it isn't quite, I don't know. We'll see. That's cute. I like that. Okay. City pool complete. Let's explore this a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna peel a road off the main strip here. We'll just do a 2-lane road. Now we'll put it right there. Let's see, what does that do with our... Okay. Bring it up a little further. Have it snap to angle. And then we'll bring it up here. And we'll, yeah, there we go. Okay, so now we have a little frontage. I don't like that there's this big chunk of usable land that we just cut off with this. So we're gonna go back to that, and that was not what I was wanting. Hello. Okay, so now we have a little frontage road. I am thinking need to be a little bit more genteel with this. Okay. Okay, back to the elevation steps. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do is we'll have a main city pool here. But first we're gonna use, I think we'll use the aprons and some anarchy. Okay, so we have this whole thing outlined. And we're gonna put in some parking, the big chungus here, to quote Overcharged Egg. Okay, so we've got the big chungus parking lot there. We're gonna, for functionality's sake, we're gonna have a, what do you call those? A path. I know what those are called. I don't know why my brain was not letting me understand that they were called paths. It's fine. And we'll bring this up. And then I think what we'll do is we'll bring these up as well so that the local citizenry have easy access to the pools. I wonder if a seaside resorts asset's going to work here. So we're going to go to the seaside resorts. And we'll see if there's one of these. That's too big. Okay. Yeah, we could have this be like our main building. There we go. There's a very similar main building in Heisey Hot Springs, which is near Idaho Falls. So I think this will work just fine for our purposes. We will include the park area because one of those assets demanded that it would be a park area. So we'll include a park boundary here. We'll use a small park main gate and a park side gate. And let's see here. So, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect these two. Okay, so it's not going to let me go right by the back of that, so that's fine. We'll work with it. Okay. Now we'll rename this Lava Hot Springs um, Swimming Pools. Okay, so now that we've done that, what we're going to do is we will put a big pool right here. I like that little corner right there. That's kind of cool. So we'll put the big community pool right there. Now, is there a way that we can... Oh, yeah, there is. So what we're going to do is I'm going to select this. No, not that, you doofus. This. We're going to pull it up here. And we'll put that out here on the street, right in front of the old house. How about that? How about that? I'm going to get rid of that and that because I want there to be some greenery around the house itself. There's a lot of things that don't work for me in life, and among them is my habit of using surface painter when I should just use aprons. That is faux show. Okay. Bring out your dead. See anybody seen that movie? Bring out your dead. Anyway, bring. Yeah, we'll bring this out. There we go. And we'll start including some of these other cool assets. I think we may need to try for this one. We'll put a second one in for kicks and giggles. Let's see if it will work better with this. It will. Okay, that works beautifully. I like that. These, I guess these could be like they could be little hot tubs on the side. So instead of that one, why don't we go for a kind of a more hot tubby looking one? Actually, what would happen if we put this one here? It would rumple the landscape. Well, that's not going to do. So we're going to get rid of it. Yeah, back to original plan. We're going to, maybe we'll put this here where it's a little bit less rumply. Yeah, I like that. That fits a lot better there. That one looks more like a hot tub to me. Excellent. And maybe we'll do one more for good measure. Yeah. That looks good. Now we just need to have a question of what to do with this space. I'd say probably a good place for a cafe from the parks. Yeah, that works. And maybe an amusement park cafe. That'd be kind of funny to put here. That might work though. It's kind of a, oh, I like that. Yeah. We'll put that actually not there, but over here. Put that here. Okay, so this build is coming along really well. I think there's one last big kind of asset that I want to put in here. And it's the water slide, because there's a pretty substantial water slide. And another one here. Or will we put another one there? That's a little crowded. Okay. I don't know. I'm just liking the look of this build. This looks good to me. I think I'm going to run some fencing around this. So what we're going to do is we're going to run some fencing. Let's do park fence. I think that would look lovely. Okay, so there's kind of a back entrance for the residents of the town to come in. We shall give them water. Water, water everywhere, nor any drop to drink. That's certainly true of a swimming pool. Have you ever drunk swimming pool water? Gross. I don't like that people are parking along here, so I'm going to use trusty old TMP to restrict parking. So we're going to give the house a nice lawn, so decals. Oh, that's right, that doesn't work. Grass decal, and we're going to we'll use the prop line tool. I think we need to go down to 8. It usually works pretty well when it's down to 8. I think it's line to line. Okay. And we'll do the same thing, but we'll kind of hand. You know, these grass decals are turning out to be really important for this build. The grass texture in this texture pack that yeah, it just doesn't work for these kinds of builds, right? So this grass decal is kind of a lifesaver, and I like that. I think that adds a nice little vibe to this. So we have a couple cafes, we have a main office, we have a couple of big swimming pools. I think that's good for that part of the build. Oh, why do we have abandonment? Oh, not enough educated workers. That's always an issue. I'm going to stop the simulation. I've got enough money for now, so we'll use the picker and replace these. Okay, so I think the main swimming pool complex is done. It looks pretty good to me. So what I think needs to happen next is the hot spring itself. So I think what I'm going to do, again, we're going to have to piece together some assets. And this works pretty well for what it does. I wish there was a way to get rid of the wall, but I looked at Bob and it said it didn't have a wall texture. Trees don't work in this vibe, so I'm going to get rid of them. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take a risk and sharpen this cliff edge here. We're going to sharpen the cliff. Okay. So the cliff edge in Lava Hot Springs is actually pretty sharp, even right there above the hot spring itself. So that works, I think. And then the other thing about it is that the hot spring is actually recessed. I'm going to reduce the brush size and the strength, and I'm active about that. And we're gonna. Okay, so why aren't you working? Guess it's too stuck between a road and a hard place there, huh? I'm okay with there being kind of a strong contrast there. And then we'll just kind of step it down a little bit to that lower area. Oh, come on. So now we have kind of a recess into the ground there. And what we're going to do, and then we're going to get rid of the shrubberies. So the trick here is to make kind of a nice little complex out of what I have carved out. There's the hottest pool in Lava Hot Springs is right there on the bottom. And then there's kind of a series of cooler pools up until like a cool pool there. Well, it's not cool, but colder. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this a little closer. No, actually I'm not. I'm going to, this isn't going to be part of the overall hot springs complex. It's going to be its own thing. So now that that's decided, so I'm going to create a park here. So yeah, we'll create a small park. And I think we'll call it Public Hot Springs. And then what we'll do is we will have this come out and descend into the resort. So we'll include another Seaside Resorts asset in here. The Empire House looks like it will do fantastic. We're going to have to use Move It to. Yes, thank you. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll start off with this pool. If it fits, it sits. That fits, so therefore it sits. Oh, that's beautiful. That works really well. And then we'll have kind of a procession of pools. Oh, these are big. I truly did not realize how big these were. I thought they were a lot smaller than that. Okay. Let's see here. How about these? I like that, but it kind of messes with the textures a little bit too much. So we're not going to do it. Let's see if any of the other... Let's see here. Well, is it going to do the same thing? Yeah, it looks like it will. Dang it! Because it's another if it fits, it sits moment. You know what I mean? Like, it fits so well that it just does this weird, bizarre thing with the textures. Maybe what we could do is we could actually bring this out a little further. Oh, that would be kind of a fun sightline from a train descending into lava hot springs. Haha, I like that. Okay, so we've given ourselves a little more room. Let's see if we can do this without the textures. Oh, why does it do that? That's so annoying. Okay, maybe it's a little bit too close to the path. Let me try that again. Okay, and then it does that. Okay. Okay. That's, it's acceptable. Okay. There's a little bit of wonkiness there, but it's okay. It does okay. And I think it kind of accomplishes our purpose in doing that. Oh, except that this just got wonkified. So we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to go back to pools and see if we can't... We don't want concrete pouring like lava into your mother-loving swimming pool here. Okay, so how do I get this to... There we go. That's better. I think that will work. Again, it's a little wonky, but it will work. We can work with that. Okay. So we've got these. Set this one down here, and again, it just does that wonky thing with the textures. Not my favorite. And then it fills with concrete. How does that work? Oh, it does a little bit of the surface painter stuff, but that works. Again, I'm okay with the little wonkiness. I'm not like super bothered by it. We'll put another of these hot pools down this way. And then we're going to end with kind of one of the bigger pools, and that will be... Again, not perfect, but I think it does us what we're looking for. So we'll go back to our lovely surface painter. That's too big. Maybe it's pretty small. 15 is about the biggest that I need it. And we don't need to do anything on that side, I don't think. Wrestling with surface painters, so much fun. Not. Okay. I think that works actually. And in actual lava hot springs, they're connected. But you know what? I'm just not worried about it. You know, I wish we could fit maybe one more in here. Let's see if we can. And then it just absolutely wrecks this neighboring pool. Let's see if we can't save that a little bit. No, we can't. Okay. And then... Okay, so we got ourselves a hot spring. That's wonderful. I don't think we'll actually see anybody walking down this way because I don't think any of these assets actually work that way. But, you know, it's a nice kind of appearance. I think it works. I'm kind of half tempted to put another park area entrance right here. Space already occupied? What do you mean? It's a street. That space ain't occupying nothing. You know what? Anarchy to the rescue. There we go. That does not work. Not even a little bit. Okay. So never mind. We'll just... Maybe we'll have a... Yeah, we'll have just a path. Come up this way. I think we'll surface painter the entire area. That just seems most appropriate. No it doesn't. Never mind. Wish there was a way to make surface painter just do straight lines. But that unfortunately doesn't seem to be a feature, so... Sad panda for all of us who like straight lines. I prefer gate lines myself, but it's fine. Okay, so we have our public hot spring. And... well, why don't we put in one more pool up this way? Other than the concrete encroaching on the space, I think... a little bit of wonkiness right there. I can live with it. Oh, never mind. Choices, choices. Okay. You know what? It fits. It sits. It's not perfect. Since when has anything ever been? If this build were about perfection, I would have stopped a long time ago. Okay. I think now is a good time for some detailing. I will replace the church. And we'll do some detailing of the space. We'll detail the public hot springs, we'll detail the swimming pools, and we'll do some detailing around the little town itself. Should be good. I think we'll have some fun. Okay, talk to you in a moment. welcome back. I think we're done. Had a pretty good time. So, I'll just do a really quick detailing review with you. So, first off, we got the public hot spring all detailed up. Put some benches, umbrellas, deck chairs, and other related assets down by these hot pools. Plus did a little garden spot with some grass decals and some other vegetation to kind of complement the... I decided to do this sandy texture. I think it kind of elicited more of the vibe that I was going for with this in the first place. I like how it turned out. I feel like you come down here and you kind of get the vibe that there's something important happening right here as you come down into town. So it turned out really good. I didn't find there was too much detailing to do with the public swimming hole. I just put some trees and grass and tables around the kind of the main house, and then some more tables and some decals around the sidewalk restaurant, and then some deck chairs around the hot tubs. Other than that, I kind of left this a little more spare, but I think it turned out really, really, really good. Lastly, I came over here and I did some fancy decal work. First off, just put a few trees and some fencing around this particular resort, and then some decals to create this fancy little plaza. Oh my god, plaza! With some planters and trees, for some shade, a little swimming pool, and then lastly a couple of cafes to kind of round out this little block. And then lastly, I re-established the church that was originally in this space. And like I said, I really like how this turned out. You know, it just looks good. The town looks good. The resort, it feels like it just matches kind of better what I had envisioned for the first place. And now I am going to take care of this abandonment. But I won't bore you with those details. I'll take care of that offline. Sure appreciate you joining me. I hope you enjoyed this build, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.